Hello everyone, MarkyJoe1990 here with...
Uh, Somebody.
Yeah, so this is somebody. He's going to be joining me with this stream. So this is Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. If you guys are not familiar with the concept of a roguelike, it is basically a turn-based genre where everything in the game is randomized. So the design philosophy behind these games is that you should be able to adjust to anything. And develop genuine skills rather than just memorizing the level design and acting accordingly. Uh oh, what's going on? Restart your screen share. Oh, okay. Let me do that. Is it working now, Fishman?
Yeah, it is. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I revealed his name. The mystery has
Whatever.
been unveiled. You guys will see what this is all about in a short while. Let's see. Let's name my first character. Let's see. Rescataruso.
Is that supposed to mean something?
No, I like to make up weird fucking names. Okay, so what class am I gonna use? Well, what species? Each species has like things that they're good at, and things that like skills that will level up quickly. We'll get into
Mm.
that in a little bit. We're gonna start with human, and now we can choose our class. Alternatively, you can choose class first and then species, but yeah. So, as a human, these are kind of the classes that the things that are in white are the classes that are recommended to you. The ones that aren't in white are the ones that the gamer is like, you should probably not use these. Um,
I
but
suppose unless you want a challenge.
well, I'm not sure.
Probably not even then.
The thing is that humans, the human. Wait, oh no, my name it got taken away. Resutofursken. There. Okay. Anyway, um, like the reason why humans are only recommended to these classes is usually because like these ones are like there are species that do certain classes better than them.
Mm.
Like for example, Conjurer. I don't know why it recommends Conjurer for human because it's done better by deep elves. But I digress. Anyway, just as a bit of a startup thing, I guess I'm gonna be a warper. Let's Yukari this shut up, shall we? So when you set a certain class, it determines your starting equipment. It determines what spells you already know. Sometimes your abilities are usually determined by your species, actually, or by what religion you're following. We'll get into that later. And most of all, your class determines your starting levels in certain skills. Like I have level 2 fighting and level 2 long blades, level 1 armor, and so on and so forth. Um, and these you're not limited to your class. You could start out like a fucking barbarian, and then the next thing you know, you're turning into a mage simply because it was a good idea. So this is what the game actually looks like. You can click on stuff and you'll just go into that direction, and you have buttons to do hotkeys for shit. What I just did there is I pressed the O button for auto exploration, and basically what that does is it goes to places that you haven't explored in the map until you come across items or enemies. And since I came across a rock, 24 stones rather, let's pick those up, pick up the royal jelly and the gold pieces. Okay, so here's our first enemy. Oh man, let's get ready for this. So my first spell is apportation. So what this does is it brings items closer to us. So it's kind of like the hook shot from Zelda, except it's a magic spell, kind of. So let's see. So that amulet I just picked up is an amulet of resist mutation. Sometimes items will be cursed, which means you can't take them off. This one's
Right.
not cursed. If it was, I'd have to look for a scroll of remove curse to get rid of it.
Otherwise, that slot's locked up.
Yep. Otherwise, you're
All
pretty
right
much
then.
fucked. So I just killed the first enemy. He dropped a dagger. I don't need that shit.
So, am I right to assume that typical fare in these dungeons is going to be pressing O until you find something?
Yeah. It makes the process so much, like, less tedious. Because in other dungeon crawls, you don't have, like, an auto-explore button. So you have to basically just manually push the button until you... And that's it. You have to just constantly do that shit. And it's annoying. And it's
It
kind of
seems
what...
like for something that's randomized, it's a useful idea.
Yes. Alright, let's kill this fucker. Thankfully, the first few enemies you fight are pretty easy to kill. Ooh, I'm level 2, which means... Oh, I can't learn... Oh, wait, I can. Okay, so I'm going to learn the blink skill. When you have a book, you can see what spells it has that you can learn. Oh, yeah, Drinky. Evil Ego Waffle does have level 9 birds. And Drinky also says, Abyssal Knight, are they trying to copy Artorias from Dark Souls? I don't know. Anyway,
The answer is possibly.
I'm gonna learn the blink spell, because that's very helpful. So,
In this case, what does Blink do?
teleport you to a random spot. So,
Oh,
if
so it's kind of like Fly Wings from Ragnarok Online?
I have no idea what that is, but
Maybe somebody will, okay?
maybe somebody will. Okay. But yeah, it's good for escaping, which is what you'll mainly be using it for. If you need to get out of a situation where your shit's gonna get wrecked.
Are spellbooks just single use? Like, you attempt to learn something and that's it? Or...
You learn the spell, and then it's memorized, and then you can use it so long as you have enough magic power.
Oh, no, I meant the book that had the things to pick from.
When you learn the spell, the book still has them. So if you ever decide to forget that spell, you can just relearn it.
I assume there's spell slots of some kind.
Yeah, these are slots.
Oh, well, that's a lot, but I get the feeling that that's probably not really a lot.
Alright, so what's interesting is that when you kill enemies, each of these skills gain experience. But ideally, especially in the early game, what you want to do is you want to focus train. You only want to train like one thing at a time. So I'm going to train my fighting and my long blades, and I'm going to set this to manual. Whoops.
Did you accidentally reset it?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. I have 0 aptitude in either, which is good, because they'll level up fairly quickly. In this game, 0 aptitude is actually not that bad. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I noticed that you had a negative rating in something.
Yeah, I believe humans have negative rating only in spellcasting. But that's it. And my character starts with level 2 spellcasting, which is nice. And that's because he's a teleporter fucker. Or whatever. Actually, you know what? Instead of training up my fighting, what I should be doing is I should be training up my translocation skill. Yeah, because that's a good idea. And I'll train up my fighting, and I'll turn off the long blades, because whatever.
You might want a different weapon later.
No, I don't really want a different weapon later. Oh, shit. Okay, so that is a null. They will kick the shit out of you.
Alright then.
I think
Looks like you can't have too much shit kicked out of you now. Because...
Okay, I blinked. Yeah, he still sees me.
Looks like there's 2 of them now. Either
Nope.
or...
This
is that,
just
like,
where I
non-updating?
last saw him.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna... Wow, thanks for putting me in a shitty spot.
Are you...
And I died.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was happening.
Yeah, so a lot of runs tend to go that way when you're playing as a shitty class that you don't know how to use. Well, us humans are rather dumb usually, says Drinky. He also says, Marky, don't blink, there might be weeping angels around. Oh man, Doctor Who reference.
Hey, sir, I think you absolutely must play. A formicid, whatever that is.
It sounds phallic. Other ants. Alright, fair enough. Oh, okay, so let me show you the healer class.
Are they good?
Basically, they are followers of a specific god, and oh wow. Ants have a fuckload of abilities. So wait, I can dig? No, I can't dig
Oh,
through that.
those are made of metal. Okay, so maybe you can dig through some of those dungeon walls.
Okay, let's try this one. Oh
Oh,
shit!
it looks like it yielded an item too. Although I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, this is neat. I've never used this class before, so this is like brand new stuff to me. So Drinky, a venom mage basically is a mage that uses poison spells. A lot of them. What the fuck are you?
Looks like you have some kind of detection ability too.
Wait, maybe I do. Okay, hang on. What abilities do I have? Oh wait, okay, so let's use our healing abilities, alright? So you could heal yourself or you could heal enemies and that will make them pacified and be like, "Oh, yeah, you're a friend." And then they'll just leave you alone. And they'll leave the dungeon without...
Oh, they'll actually go out the door, huh?
Yeah, they go out the door. Okay, hello, buddy. So, if you choose to heal enemies and make them your friends, this actually makes your god very happy with you. Pardon me. Which, by the way, the god we're currently worshipping is Ellie Villain the Healer. She's basically like a compassionate god. Wait, is that a she? Let's see. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any pronouns, so I don't know.
Okay. Drinky says, thought that might be the case. Better to check in case it's called, but that means something different. Speaking of gods, says Ephraim. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe this is my ability to, like, sense enemies or some shit?
Well, if they're ants, that's probably it.
Interesting. Shaft self. Sends you to a random position 1 to 3 floors down as if you jumped into a shaft trap. It takes some time to dig the shaft. Interesting.
I don't know how many 6 pound signs is, but that sounds like a lot of hunger.
Oh, yeah. Certain skills will make you hungry, and it's funny. Because, like, sometimes teleporting will make you hungry, and it's like, why does it do that? Okay.
I guess it's supposed to just be a placeholder for some kind of exhaustion stat. They can just wrap it all into something that you can easily explain away. Like, oh, I'll just eat, and now I can teleport better.
Man, all this digging down sure makes me hungry. Actually, that makes sense. Alright, so there's an enemy here. I wonder what it is. It's a bat. Let's shake on it, buddy. Up. It supported my offer of peace. Yay. Wow, this is a lot easier than most of my runs with the healer, where I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I've not used the healer class very often, so I am not very good with it. But I think after playing this game enough, I'm starting to get the hang of like what I'm supposed to do when I'm a healer. You're allowed to kill enemies. It's just that you can't perform things like cannibalism, for one. Because that pisses this god off.
Is cannibalism specific to what you are, or does it perhaps include anything that's a playable race?
Yeah, well, almost any playable race will, it can perform cannibalism. Spriggans cannot, though, because they're herbivores, and they get no nutritional value out of, it.
Well, does that stop you, or does it just like...
Yeah, that will explicitly stop you. Oh, I cannot pacify a monster while it is sleeping. Alright, wake the fuck
now
up
it
and
is.
let's be friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't
Have you
we?
focused your? Yeah, I was figuring you were gonna want to.
Yeah, because this will become a problem. Alright, I believe the invocation skill is the one I want.
That is the one that you've been getting from doing this.
Affects the likelihood that an attempt to use a divine ability. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely one I want to use. Let's read some of the comments.
Looks like you missed some money, although I don't know if that's accurate or not.
I imagine Spriggans might be difficult to provide food for. Well, here's the thing, Drinky. With Spriggans, the only thing they need to eat are, like... They don't need to eat very much because they're small and easy to provide for. So it's not as bad as you might think. In fact, Spriggans are one of the easiest classes to use, and they're recommended for beginners because of how easy it is to use them as like the enchanter class.
What does the enchanter do?
Enchanter does things like confuse opponents. I don't remember actually a lot of their things, but I remember confusion and sleeping. So I guess in general status effects is what you would be doing most of
Right.
the time. But Spriggans, my best run was actually with a Spriggan, much to my annoyance because I want my best runs to be with wizards and shit, but that never happens. Well, I got close once, so there's that. Ooh, a
What is
mace.
that object? That red square?
Oh, this is an escape hatch.
Oh,
Just read that. Basically, they're a stairway leading down that you can't go back up through.
oh.
So going through them is rather risky and not recommended. Oh, I am hungry. I should probably eat something. Yeah, I'll eat that. I'm gonna have to kill some enemies for food at some point. But I have to take note that my god doesn't like cannibalism. Thankfully, eating a rat is not cannibalistic. Okay. Hello there. How about we be friends? Okay. I remember the first time I played as the healer class, I kept singing a song that I learned back when I went to church.
Hmm.
It was like a song version of like the typical like Christian prayer, and it was very catchy. Like this is something I've noticed about church is that they like to try to appeal to trends and the youth. In fact, I recently saw a thing where a church guy raps, and I'm like, someday I want to draw a picture of like a magazine, and it'll be called like Church Weekly, and it'll just show like some sexy woman on it, and like she's naked except she has crucifixes covering her like inappropriate bits,
Well then.
and
So kind
I
of
would
like,
title it like the church's methods for gaining new followers 2040 or something. It'd be like a satire on like how the church tries to appeal to the youth of America.
well, you're certainly appealing to the youth of this dungeon. Because I don't think anybody's really rejected your
Oh yeah,
healing.
nobody's been kicking my ass. Eternal Chaos, if you want to know what I'm playing, read the fucking title of the video. Wow. Man, this is going very well. It's not going to work all the time, though. Things like demons are assholes when it comes to converting them to the Christian faith. Or, well, the Eli villain faith, or whatever the fuck.
Is
Okay.
there any means to gain like allies? Because everybody just kind of seems to go neutral.
I think you can get people to fight in your favor. But I don't think I have successfully done that yet. Oh, fuck you, asshole. Don't throw your rocks at me, you judgmental man. Okay, I gotta wait for my magic to restore,
I see
and
the
let's
light
try
has
again.
failed to reach the kobold.
Yeah, okay. I think I might have to defend myself. Yep, I killed him.
Okay.
Yeah,
At
I
least you're
learned the
leveled
hard
up.
way that sometimes you just have to kick their ass, and that not every human being or anything can be saved.
Okay, you better pick up that Cheeto.
Oh, yeah, I gotta use the Cheetah for combat. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase my strength because that seems to be my best stat. Let's see. Let's see what the Cheeto does. It's inferior to my current weapon for the most part, so I'm gonna have to put it down, save it for later when I'm hungry.
But is your current mace dangerously cheesy?
Uh, no, it's quite gray. So I guess it'd be like some kind of shitty ice cream. Okay, this is a worm. These guys are slow, but they can kick the shit out of you.
Looks
I'm
like
gonna
that one's about to do it.
I'm gonna heal him. Oh, I cannot
Yeah,
pacify this monster. Probably because I already kicked the shit out of him.
and you kick the rest of the shit out of him.
Alright, let's cut him up and eat his chunks of flesh. Oh, the title of the stream is Test Stream?
Yeah, that's
Shit.
what I was noticing. The name of the game is apparently Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup.
Yeah, he is correct.
I'm very good at reading the top of the window.
It's a dungeon crawl roguelike. And if you actually, you know what? You should have been able to figure that out because the announcement video says that. But then again, maybe you didn't watch the announcement video and it was merely like said in your like email that I was streaming. So, okay. I'll have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Can't be an asshole to all my fans no matter how much I want to be.
So, what do you spend your Chuck E. Cheese tokens on?
Oh, I spend those on shops when they provide me equipment. Ooh, a ruined longsword. I am interested in this, but let's see. What is my mastery with swords?
I don't know if you have level 40 attack yet.
Well, I think picking up this weapon might be a good. Ooh, it's an A+4 longsword, which means that it's particularly strong. So yeah, sometimes you can enchant a weapon to increase its stats.
And is that the plus part?
Yeah, it's an A+ sword, an A+4 longsword, which means that it basically kicks ass. I think you can enchant a weapon up to 9 times. This thing is gonna kick the shit out of this rat. I should probably stop eating all the goddamn enemies too while I'm at it, because that's not. Ooh, Sif Muna. Okay, so this is the god that I usually worship, because I usually play as a deep elf conjurer. And this god is basically all about giving you magic and shit. Let's pray to him.
Is your current one gonna like that?
Hang on. Oh. Sif Muna
Did you
does
just
not
destroy
accept
the elf?
worship from the ignorant.
Oh.
Okay, so I can't even, like, demonstrate what this god does. Because he's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're worshipping that asshole, Ellie
Is there
Villain.
like a button you can press to change your alignment?
I could renounce my religion, but
Oh.
that'll piss off my current god. Unless, well, for every villain in particular, if you renounce your faith and convert to a like an equally as nice god, she won't mind. But if you convert to an evil god, or I think even a neutral
Anything
god,
grayer? Yeah.
yeah, I think that pisses her off, and then she'll deliberately inconvenience you whenever she fucking feels like it.
Okay, is that like a Cheetos Puff? What was that? Oh, that's a bug of some kind.
That was a Cheeto gone wrong right there. Okay, so sometimes the game will give you scrolls and potions. Here's the thing, you don't know what those things do until you use them. I just drank that red potion. It gave me more resistance.
Is that permanent or temporary?
Temporary.
Ah.
So from now on, any potions that look like this, I'll instantly recognize it as a potion of resistance. So this is good for when you want to. It's good for future reference, really. Okay, this was a
And I assume they are randomized such that on one playthrough it might be poison.
Yeah. It's
Or
different
like
every
a
time.
bottle of piss or something.
Alright, this was a scroll of teleportation, and I guess it
Oh, are the
didn't.
scrolls unidentified too?
Yeah, the scrolls are unidentified too.
That's kind of
Thankfully, the scroll I just used is a scroll of identify, so I can use that to identify the other scrolls. So this is one of remove curse, and this one is of diamond ring.
what is
A
a
ring of
scroll of diamond?
uncursed protection from magic. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I thought the scroll was of diamond ring. I misunderstood.
Oh, yeah,
You were just
sorry.
identifying the diamond ring.
I was speaking weird. Okay, so that scroll I just picked up, it had the icon that said Scroll of Remove Curse, and my character instantly knows that because he's identified it already. Cut, eat, yes. Oops, stone staircase. Alright, buddy. I should probably start trying to heal enemies more often, because I want to continue to please my god. Because the more they're pleased with me, the more they will help me, basically. Let's see. Oh, one moment. I'll be right back. Yes, Dad? Okay.
Yeah, you better say okay, Dad.
Alright, I'll be right back, everybody. I gotta help my dad. So stay put.
Oh.